Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this tutorial of the Basketweave dishcloth. And if you follow me, you know that I have gone cotton crazy. And so I thought that it was out of my system, but no, it's not. So I have created this cotton Basketweave dishcloth with Crafter's Secret cotton from Hobby Lobby, and it is in the colorway Ocean Stripe. Now this is a size 4-weight yarn, and it is 100% cotton, so it's safe, completely safe to use in the kitchen. And I am so excited to show this stitch to you. Now this stitch looks like it is a basket weave. It looks like you have stripes going this way and stripes going this way, and I'm telling you, it is an optical illusion. So let's get started. The tools that you'll need in order to make this basket weave dishcloth is cotton yarn, and for the tutorial purposes I am using a solid color because it's easier to see the stitches. So this is Peaches and Cream original cotton. It is 100% cotton. It's a 4-weight yarn, and it is in the colorway Rose Pastel. So I'll be using that. And then the other thing, obviously you're going to need some scissors to cut your ends and a yarn needle to weave in those ends. And then you will need a size H 5.0 millimeter hook. And this is my clover hook, my favorite hook of all times. The first thing you're going to do, and I've got a little knot in here. Let's get that knot out. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is a slip knot. Make a slip knot however you make a slip knot, and that will be fine. Now, in order to make this basket weave stitch, we are going to do our stitches in a multiple of 8. And for this dishcloth, we are going to chain 32. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 32 chains on our hook. Now what we're going to do for the foundation row is put 1 double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. We will not count the chain that is on our hook, and we will go back 1, 2, 3, 4 and put a double crochet in that stitch. Okay, and we will put a double crochet in each stitch along this chain until we get to the end of the chain. Let's go ahead and do that. Double crochet, yarn over hook, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is a double crochet, and let's go ahead and do that all the way down to the end, and I'll meet you there. This is our foundation row. This is the first row that we will use when creating this stitch. This is not row 1, this is the foundation row. Row 1, what we will do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and at the end of each row, this is how we will work our stitches. Chain 3, turn your work. We will skip that first stitch because this chain 3 represents the first stitch of this row. The next thing we will do is yarn over, and we will go into, so we are ignoring this first stitch, and we are going to create a back post double crochet. So we yarn over and do a back post double crochet. I will show you very slowly. Yarn over, look at the back side, and this is the post. You go in behind the post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the back post till the back post is seen from the back. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I showed you the back just so that you could see what was going on. Now this is our first stitch. This is the chain 3. We have created 3 back post double crochets. We need 1 more. Yarn over, go through that next post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have created 4 back post double crochets. The next step is to create 4 front post double crochets. Now, this is our first stitch that we skipped. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 that we have created back post double crochets in. And if you look very closely, you can see that little loop right there is where the back post looped around. This one, it's hard to see, but these next 4 have not been worked yet. So the next 4 we are going to do a front post double crochet. Yarn over, loop through the front so that it's showing from the front, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go through the front post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 2 more to do. Yarn over, go through the front post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and 1 more. Yarn over, go through the front post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, you can see the difference between the back post double crochet and the front post double crochet. The back post double crochet has a ridge going sideways, and the front post double crochet, those 4, look like vertical posts. This is where the illusion comes in. We are going to alternate 4 back post double crochets, 4 front post double crochets, 4 back post, 4 front post, until we get to the end. So the next thing is back post double crochet. And I'm going to go through this whole row with you because this is basically what we're going to be doing for this stitch. Back post double crochets and front post double crochets. Once you get a groove on it, you are going to truck right through it. It's not going to be any problem. So if it feels strange and uncomfortable at first, don't worry, because the more you practice, the easier it will be. So these are 4 back post double crochets. I need a little bit more yarn, and then we're going to do 4 front post. Are you ready? Okay, so how do we know which ones we've worked? We can see them because there's a ridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has been worked. This one is the front post double crochet. Then we have back, 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 back. This one here is going into this post. You can see it wrapping around. Let me see if I can show it to you better. This one is wrapping around right there. So now we're going to do front post. Yarn over, go through the front, go through 2, go through 2. Yarn over, go through the front, go through 2, go through 2. Yarn over, go through the front, go through 2, go through 2. That's 3 of them. You can easily see the front post because they stick out to the front. Do you see that? Yarn over, go through the post, go through 2, go through 2. So now we have 4 back post double crochet, 4 front post double crochet, 4 back post double crochet, and 4 front post double crochet. So we're just going to continue until we only have 1 stitch left. Okay? The next 4 back post double crochet. Okay, yarn over, go through the back post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Go through the back post, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, go through the back post, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 3, yarn over, go through the back post, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we have the 4 front and 4 back. We're ready to do 4 front. Yarn over, go through the front post. Now, if it ever gets hard for you to see, just give it a tug, because when you tug your work, then you will clearly see where that post was that we finished with. So this right here is the next post. Okay, yarn over, loop through the front of that post, front post double crochet, yarn over, front post double crochet, yarn over, front post double crochet, yarn over, front post double crochet. Okay. Now, the next thing is 4 back post double crochet. So let's see. We have this is our front post double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 back post double crochets, and then this one right here is the starting chain, which we are counting as a post, and we are not going to do a front post or back post in the end stitches. Okay, so we're going to do 4 back post double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we have 1 stitch left, which is the 3 chain, which counts as a double crochet at the end, and what we want to do is a double crochet into that chain, the top of that chain 3 stitch. So what I'm going to do is go in here, and I'm going to go into the top of that chain 3 space as best I can. I'm going to try and catch 2 loops. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, and I did. Do you see that? I caught 2 loops right here. Okay, and I'm going to do a double crochet. Oh, there we go. Double crochet. And then my next step at the end of each row, chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn my work. So for this next row, we are going to do the opposite of what we did in the last row. The last row, we started with a back post double crochet. This row, we are going to start with a front post double crochet. And this is easy because we have already brought those stitches when we created the back post double crochet. When we turn it over, it brings it to the front for us, so it makes it easy. So we're going to do 1 front post double crochet, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see we are bringing these 4 stitches up to the top. Now the next 4 we want to go to the back, so we are going to do 4 back post double crochets. Okay. And there we have it. And now we are going to do 4 front post double crochets. Four back post double crochets, and 4 front post double crochets. And we're going to keep alternating front post, back post, front post. When we get to the end, we will put a double crochet in that chain 3, the top of the chain 3, and then we will chain 3 and turn. And I'll meet you back at the end of this row. So far, we have completed the foundation row, which was the double crochet all the way across. We have completed row 1, which was a back post double crochet in 4 stitches, front post double crochet in 4 stitches, back post double crochet in 4 stitches, and so on. We have completed the second row, which we chain 3 and turn our work. And in that second row, we did a front post double crochet in 4 stitches and then a back post double crochet in 4 stitches. We alternated. Now we are starting the third row. We will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. This row is going to be exactly like row 1, where we will do back post double crochet 4 times, front post double crochet 4 times, back post double crochet 4 times, front post double crochet 4 times until we get to the end. When we get to the end, we will double crochet in the top of that chain 3, and then we will chain 3 and turn our work and be ready for row 4. So again, this is just like row 1. We skip this first stitch, yarn over, go into that front or that back post and do a back post double crochet, back post double crochet, back post double crochet, and number 4, back post double crochet, and then we will do a front post double crochet 4 times. And we will continue this trend on to the end. I'll meet you at the end. On to row 4. So row 4 is just like row 2. We chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. And on this one, we will do a front post double crochet in the first 4 and a back post double crochet on the next 4. And it's easy to see because here are the front post double crochets coming to the front. And then this one, we can see the horizontal lines, 1, 2, 3, which tells us that we have completed 3 rows in this pattern. Once we get through with this row, we will be able to count 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and that is how we will know that it's time to start the pattern over. Okay, so for this one, yarn over, front post double crochet, front post double crochet, And in every beginning, we skip that first post. Front post double crochet, front post double crochet, and that is 4 front post double crochets with the chain 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we will do 4 back post double crochets, and so on. So this pattern is just a repeat of row 2. Row 4 is a repeat of row 2. And guess what? Row 5 is also a repeat of row 2 because we are going to start a new section. Okay, so let's finish this row and I'll meet you back at row 5. Okay, ta-da! We have completed the foundation row and the first 4 rows, and we have a pattern going on. Look at this. This is a nice square, a nice square, 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 and it is going to be like a basket weave because this is giving the illusion of horizontal and this is giving the illusion of vertical. Woo, woo. So what we need to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now, do you see how this one has the 4 horizontal stripes? Now we are going to have to create the vertical stripes. And so we are going to do the same stitch that we did in row number 4, which was front post double crochet, back post double crochet. So we are actually going to reverse the trend. We're going to skip this first chain 3 right here, and we are going to front post double crochet for 4 stitches, front post double crochet, and then we are going to back post double crochet for 4 stitches. And so this is how we start the new section. So we have the horizontal, and now doing the opposite of what this is, it is starting the vertical, and then this one we will do a back post double crochet, okay. Now, remember what I said? If you ever get mixed up, you just pull your work and you can see what you've done already. So this one, I have already created a back post double crochet into this first one. So I need to make sure I go into the second one. And if you have to pull your work apart to make it easier to see, go for it, because you want to make sure that you get into that post just like this. Did you see that? Were you able to see that? Okay. All right, now that we've started this trend, do you see how that has created a horizontal line? And then this has started a vertical line. So here we go. This is a new trend. So we are going to continue front post, back post, and then the next row will be back post, front post. That's row number 6 will be back post, front post. And row 7 will be front post, back post. And row 8 will be back post, front post. And we will just continue with that, rows 1 through 8, to make a complete set of basket weave. Okay, now this one, we always need to do, when we're starting a new block, we need to do the opposite of what we did on the previous. And the reason I'm explaining this to you is so that you can kind of wrap your head around the why and wherefore of this pattern, so that if you ever put this down and, you know, and you have to pick it back up, you won't be able to know where to start. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontal, then you know that this next row is going to be an opposite. It's going to be the start of a new. And don't be worried if this starts bumping up and down, because that is normal. We just have to keep encouraging it to flatten out. It's those lovely front post and back post. It makes it want to bunch up in those areas until we just give it a little rub, little pat, and tell it to calm down. And it will. It will calm down just right. I do love this pattern, and this is one that you can use in any situation. You can, as long as you start with a multiple of 8, you can make this as large or as small as you want. That is what is so lovely about it. Okay, remember what I said. If you can't see the post, just give it a little tug so that you get that whole post. There you go. See, it's easier to see now. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3, and row 6 is going to be back post, front post, back post, front post, just like that. So this is the end of row 6, and if you will look carefully, you will see in the new block we have 1, 2 horizontal stripes. 2 horizontal stripes, which means that we are on row 5, 6, and the next one will be 7, because each row has 4 horizontal stripes to match the 4 vertical stripes. So we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn our work. And with this one, even without looking at my instructions, I can see what I'm going to do. For this row, this is row number 7, I am going to do a front post double crochet to start. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And to make the horizontal, you're going to do 4 back post double crochets. I do want you to understand how this pattern works, and it is so incredibly easy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 back post double crochets, and now I'm going to do 4 front post double crochets, and I'm going to do this all the way down to the end. This is row 7. We have one more row to complete the set. We always do 8 rows to have a complete set. And as you can see, this row of squares and this row of squares will make a complete set. All right, I'll meet you back at the end here. We'll turn our work and we'll do the last row of the repeating. Row 7 is complete, and I can tell that this is row 7 because in our second set of blocks I have 1, 2, 3 horizontal stripes. So I know that I need one more horizontal stripe in there to complete my section. And I know that this is row number 8. So again, as always, we are going to chain 3 and turn our work. And for this row, we are going to do a back post double crochet to begin with. And how do I know that? I know that because I can clearly see that the 3 previous in this little section is a back post. The only time we are going to change it up will be on row number 5, and that is when we start our next section of 4s. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4 row, and then on row 5 we change it up to start 5, 6, 7, 8 to start the next block. And so we can see horizontal, 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 and horizontal. I don't know if you can see that really clearly. Let me see if I can bring it up a little bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our row 8, and I am going to do 4 front post double crochets, and 4 back post double crochets. There we go. And as always, if you ever have trouble finding the post, just pull it out a little bit and you'll be able to see it. Let's continue down to the end, and then we'll talk about how to complete the project. Okay, gang, so remember, this is an 8-row repeat pattern. So we will continue. We have completed rows 1 through 8, and we will continue and do another row 1 through 8 until you get to your desired size. So let me show you this one. Okay, now let's see. I believe that this was the bottom. This was the start for me. And so we did, on this one, I did 8 rows, 8 rows, and then, let's see, 8 and 8. And then I went a little crazy and I only did the first 4 rows of the 8-row pattern so that I could have a square. And so that's how I did mine. And I think it turned out really, really lovely. It does want to bunch. What you may want to do is a single crochet border along the edge, and that will help your washcloth or your dishcloth stay nice and flat. I ran out of yarn. This is a variegated yarn. It's a striping yarn, so it only had 95 yards. And it took me 95 yards to complete this pattern in a dishcloth size. So with my pink solid, I do have more yarn. The yardage on this one is 120 yards. So I should have enough to do a border with my pink. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I think what I may do is find a complementing shade and do a border with maybe a lime green or a teal or a blue or even this lovely olive color. All right, so take a look. I put a border on this and it looks so pretty. With the border, it just ties in all of the colors of this lovely dishcloth. I think it's really pretty. Now, probably with a solid color, you may not have to do a single crochet border, but you know, it really did help these panels settle down and stay flat. So I think that that is the key. All I did was a single crochet border, one row, and there you have it. It's done. And I think it is so lovely. I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that you share this tutorial. I hope that you give us a like, a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day. Stay safe, be kind, and let's get hooking. Bye, guys.